folks.
Howdy.
So today we're going to go through and we're going to do another trailer versus film video for you guys. This is also my first video since my surgery, so I may sound a little bit different. I sound a little different to myself. And if I seem like I'm having a little trouble, I probably am, so I brought myself a little water. So we just got back from seeing Rocketman, the kind of biopic of Elton John. And we're seeing a lot of these kind of movies. So, like, for example, last year we had Bohemian Rhapsody come out, which was the biopic for Queen, specifically more geared toward Freddie Mercury, right? Mm-hmm. So if you watched that movie and you loved that one, I will say you probably will love this one. But if you're going in expecting Bohemian Rhapsody, you are not going to get what you expect. It's not even remotely the same. These two films are as different as Elton John and Freddie Mercury. They're not at all the same. That's my take on it. Having said that...
Yeah, and actually it was not what I expected either. Now granted, it's been a while since I saw the trailer, so when I went in to see the film, it was a little bit jarring for me because the storytelling style was not exactly what I expected. That being said, when I rewatched the trailer later, a little bit further into the trailer, I don't know the exact timestamp or what have you, but I then saw scenes from the movie that gave me subtle hints at the storytelling style. That being said, the casual movie viewer would go in and having seen the trailer, they probably wouldn't catch the subtle styling cues either of how the story was told. That being said, I enjoyed the movie and I did enjoy the storytelling style. Right.
And so on our way home, we actually kind of like disagreed on that because I said, when I watched the trailer, I pretty much picked up on it. I wasn't 100% certain, but when we got into the movie, within I would say within 2 minutes of the movie starting, you pretty much realize what the style of the movie is. As usual with the trailer versus film videos that we do, we're not giving any spoilers, so we're going to allude to these things, but we're not going to outright tell you because we want you to be, you know, astounded and amazed and fascinated when you go see the movie yourself. Okay, so Elton John was an executive producer in this film. And I think it's important to note that because then you know that the style and the storytelling, the important things that he was getting to as far as themes and music choices and how they play into the creative storytelling style, those were really representative of who he is and how important the music is to him. So,
did they get the story right in his eyes?
Exactly. So, you know, I think that's part of why he wanted to do this while he was still alive, to get the story out the way he wanted it told, so that there was no question. Someone can't say, this isn't representative of Elton John because he made the movie. So what you get is what he wants you to see. And I think that's important too. Okay, music. So we always talk about music, and this is a really important one to discuss the music aspect of the trailer, because I think that you see in the trailer that music plays a massive role in storytelling here. And so what I will say is that is congruent with the film. So you see a lot of music in the trailer, you're gonna see a lot of music in the film too.
Oh yeah.
So that's great because if you're going to see the movie, you probably like Elton John, and there's a ton of music in there. And the great thing also is that you see his relationship with Bernie, what's his last name?
I don't recall his last name.
I think.
But the songwriter.
He's the writer. He's the songwriter for Elton John, and they have a lifelong relationship, and it's really cool to see just kind of their dynamic in the film as well. So that's neat, and I didn't, we make notes for this. I hadn't made notes about that, but I thought it was really cool anyway. Okay, next thing, symbolism. So I'm gonna let Paul talk about his glasses.
Yeah, in the movie and in the trailer, you see Elton John in a lot of different types of glasses. Just as you do in you just Google Elton John and look at the images, you're going to see tons of different types of glasses and such. And in some cases, where certain people would wear a mask in public to mask their feelings and such, maybe the glasses help allude to that or help kind of show he's wearing a mask. But yeah, definitely lots of different types of glasses.
Like identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows different aspects of his identity.
His showman persona versus his personal life persona.
Exactly. And that's kind of the same with the symbolism of all his outfits. So you notice in the trailer there are a lot of very extravagant outfits. We all know that Elton John is really into that. So that is really prevalent throughout the film. I love it. I think it's really cool. But that also is kind of a symbol of he's putting on a persona. He's putting on a mask. This is this identity. And then there are other places in the film where he's not wearing something that's costumey. And so you can kind of see the difference in his persona and how he's portrayed in those different scenes in the film. And the glasses, depending on the type of the style of the glasses, it's kind of indicative and alluding to certain aspects of his character as well. Mm-hmm. Themes. So themes, really super important theme is need for love. Talking about pain, talking about masks like we talked about. Those are things that I saw as themes in the trailer that were prevalent in the film.
Definitely, and even more so in the film, of course.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily even, I don't think when you hear need for love, you might think romantically, but this is just a need to feel loved, feel needed, feel wanted, that kind of thing. And so you kind of see that he's grasping in the trailer, he's grasping for this acceptance, for this love, and that is something that's congruent with the film, exactly. Let's see, so this is not a spoiler per se, but if you're going in expecting to see a storyline, A to B to C, in a timeline, that's not what you're getting. It's not congruent exactly. So be prepared for going back and forth, because that may be a little bit difficult to keep up with if you're not someone that typically goes for that kind of film. So you're going to see a lot of back and forth. It's not bad. I was able to keep up with it. I actually kind of liked it, and it made it so that it was really engaging. For me, I felt that was the case. And also, in the movie, this is something important to note, the credits. So stay through the beginning of the credits because...
Yeah, there are some still images of Elton John with a little bit more history, just a few sentences and such. And then also there are lead-ins to scenes or partial scenes of the movie and then compared to real Elton John and such. That was kind of neat too.
I liked how they highlighted the different costumes in its early credits. So the credits start, don't just walk out and leave. Stay for a couple of minutes because they go through a series of the stills where it shows the actor playing Elton John. What's his name? Taron something?
I don't recall.
Maybe I'll just put a little with the name across our faces. So that guy, he was in Kingsman Golden Circle, that was where he met Elton John.
The Kingsman.
That's what the Kingsman, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the Kingsman Golden Circle, the second one.
Oh yeah, but the Golden Circle, the second one is where he met Elton John, and all of this kind of started.
Because Elton John started out.
Exactly. Or he had a cameo. It was a cameo.
It was multiple cameos.
Yes.
Because he had multiple scenes.
Exactly. He was awesome in that movie too.
Oh,
You should watch it.
I guess you can't say multiple cameos. He just had multiple scenes.
Scenes, exactly. So, So the stills are really cool because it shows that character playing him in the costumes, and then it shows the real life stills from newspapers, people taking images, photos of him that are similar or the same outfit. It's really kind of cool to see that transition. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. Do we recommend the film? Paul, do you recommend the film?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh yes.
Wait, one last thing though. They may or may not. The trailer does not necessarily allude to some of what would you call it?
The more graphic sexual content.
Yeah.
So in comparison to Bohemian Rhapsody, we were kind of talking about this, that if you feel like triggered or sensitive to certain sexual content, that may be something that you just need to be aware of before going. I don't think it was like terribly excessive. I think that it was consistent with kind of communicating who Elton John was. But it was definitely what I would consider more graphic than what you saw in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Definitely.
But it's not terribly graphic. We just wanted to make sure you were aware of that before going into the film, okay? But having said that, do we recommend the film?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is what I'm going to say. If you enjoy Elton John's music, you like kind of a complex and creative storytelling of this person, then you'll like this film. So like I said, it's creative storytelling, complex kind of storyline where it really delves into who Elton John is as a person and the things that he went through. So it's really interesting. I would say definitely 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it. It's probably one we'll purchase.
Sure.
Yeah, when it comes out. I mean, I'm not gonna purchase the whole film, right? That's like millions of dollars. Anyway, so we enjoyed it, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you like trailer versus film videos and you want us to continue making them, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and ring the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop when we have new videos come up. We hope you guys have a great Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.